Progress is usually presented as a simple story: more technology, more efficiency, more solutions, each generation living better than the last. For most of modern history, this story went largely unquestioned. But Ivan Illich was not convinced. Illich did not argue that progress was evil or that society should return to the past. Instead, he asked a quieter, more unsettling question. At what point does progress stop serving human life and begin reshaping it in ways we no longer control? Many of the things Illich criticized were widely considered successes: schools, hospitals, transportation systems, professional expertise. These institutions were designed to help people live better lives. But Illich noticed something strange. As these systems expanded, they didn't simply assist people, they began to replace human capacities. Learning became something done to students rather than something people pursued. Health became something managed by professionals rather than something lived. Movement became dependent on infrastructure rather than human ability. Progress, Illich argued, was slowly turning people into clients of systems they could no longer understand or influence. Illich drew a distinction between tools that remain under human control and tools that quietly take control themselves. A bicycle, for example, amplifies human movement without removing autonomy. A complex transportation system, by contrast, dictates where people can live, work, and travel. At a certain scale, tools no longer serve individuals. Individuals begin serving the tool. This was not a rejection of technology itself, but of unchecked expansion. Illich believed every system has a threshold. Beyond that point, more efficiency produces less freedom. Modern societies tend to assume that improvement has no natural stopping point. More education is always better. More medical intervention is always better. More speed is always better. Illich questioned this assumption. He argued that once institutions grow beyond human scale, they begin to create new problems faster than they solve old ones. One of Illich's most troubling observations was that systems of progress often redefine what people believe they need. What once was optional becomes mandatory. What once was helpful becomes unavoidable. People stop asking whether a system serves them because life without it becomes difficult to imagine. At that point, progress no longer feels like a choice. It feels like fate. Illich believed this loss of choice was one of the quiet costs of modern development. Modern societies don't just benefit from progress, they believe in it. Questioning progress feels like questioning hope itself. But Illich was not pessimistic. He was cautious. He believed that genuine progress must preserve human agency, not replace it. The question was never whether society should improve, but who defines improvement and at what cost. Illich did not offer simple solutions or programs. He did not propose replacing one system with another. Instead, he asked people to notice something modern life rarely pauses to examine: whether the systems meant to serve human life still operate at a human scale. His work remains uncomfortable because it refuses reassurance. It suggests that progress can quietly undermine the very values it claims to advance, not through malice, but through momentum. In an age defined by optimization, automation, and endless acceleration, these questions have only become more relevant. What begins as progress can quietly become dependency. What promises freedom can, over time, narrow choice.